Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and it's a very special one indeed, for me personally anyway. I think this is also the first English language review of this beer, as far as, from my research so far, because it is a relatively new one. In fact, the can that I've got was actually canned on the 16th of June, and it's about like the 21st, 22nd of June right now. Can't really remember, so it's less than a week fresh. And that's exciting to me because I very rarely get to try fresh craft beer. Another reason why it's exciting for me, because it's a craft can. I think this will be the second craft can that I've ever done a review of, even though I haven't uploaded the first one yet. And it's also from a brewery that I've only ever tried one of their beers from. But the most exciting thing of all is it's by a brewery who's come from America, and they've got a camp here in Germany, in Berlin, just like Brewdog, so their beers can reach us much more fresher than usual. The only thing about this video is this isn't the first take, and I'm genuinely gutted that I didn't get this down in one. Thankfully, I've still got a fair bit of the beer left, so I could do a full review and do this justice. Before I start, I'd like to thank everyone over at, well, you can tell by the title who this is from, Stone Berlin, for giving me the opportunity to try these two beers. The second beer review will be uploaded fairly quickly after this one, because I want to drink these and review these and upload these as quick as I can. And yeah, so a massive thank you to everyone at Stone Berlin for making this happen. It really means a hell of a lot. And yeah, today's beer review is the Stone IPA, which I'm pretty damn sure 90% of all my 48 subscribers have actually drank this beer before. And yeah, Stone IPA, the IPA that launched generations of hop fanatics. Yeah, 330ml can, clocking in at 6.9%, beautifully designed. I'm not too sure if Stone back in the States are doing cans, or if this is the first that they've done cans, because I've only ever really seen bottles of Stone beer before. But yeah, gorgeous looking can, and yeah, it's canned craft beer, so I just can't get my words out for this beer review, which is, as is the case with pretty much all of my beer reviews. But yeah, Stone IPA. This is what the beer looks like in the glass. It has died down a little bit. When I first poured it, it had about one finger's worth of ever so slightly off-white fluffy head. But beer in a glass, and it's relatively clear. There's a little bit of chill haze on there, but from what I've read, it is an unfiltered, well, it is a filtered beer, from what I've read up on. And yeah, nice golden colour. Almost has like a German Helles sort of colour to it. A little bit paler than I'm used to, but with some nice golden, lightly orangey hues in there. It's a pretty looking beer with nice amounts of steady carbonation. But yeah, from what I've read, you can read this information down below, because I'll be putting a wealth of information regarding Stone Berlin. It's not like an alteration of the original Stone IPA. The beers that they are brewing here in Germany, even though they do fall under the purity laws, they've not altered any of the recipes from what I can gather. So you're still getting the same product that you would imported from America. But you get it fresher now, so everyone can rejoice. And I believe in the future they will be trying new styles specifically here in Germany. So very, very exciting times indeed for the European craft community. I'm pretty sure this will be hitting UK shelves pretty soon. It's slowly getting sent to some of the bottle shops here in Germany. But yeah, Stone Brewing Company in Berlin. The only other Stone beer that I've ever tried was the Ruination 2, which was phenomenal beer, even though when I drank it, I hadn't really had too much experience with IPAs in general. So if I was to try it now, I think I get so much more from it. I tried it on tap at Brewdog earlier this year in Manchester. It was a gorgeous beer. It was the only beer that I needed because it was like mid-morning, well, not mid-morning, just approaching afternoon. So that, you know, set me up perfectly for the day. But yeah, beautiful beer, and hopefully this will be just as beautiful. So on the aroma, I'm getting maybe a little bit of mandarin, a little bit of orange as well, maybe a slight bit of melon, an ever so slight grapefruit aroma, lychee, those sorts of smells you get from West Coast IPAs. Slightly tropical, although not as punchy in that regard, to be honest. But yeah, candied sugar, like jelly sweets as well. There's maybe a slight dankness there underneath that, not too much. This isn't really a resinous beer on the aroma, but it's got that like dank, slightly earthy quality. Maybe a little bit of malt character as well. But it's not as punchy on the hops as I thought it would be. But that being said, it does smell really nice. It's actually a really nice, well-rounded and subtle beer on the aroma. One of those ones that you could just sniff it continuously. So anyway, the most important thing, of course, is what does it taste like? Let's find out. Cheers. The initial taste that I get is almost like maybe sort of like a slightly lavender floral sort of characteristics, but then getting like maybe watermelon juice as well on the initial tastes. Definitely picking up that bittering hop there. It's really got quite a kick to it. The old me would have been quite taken aback by that, but I've come to really appreciate these really bitter IPAs, these bitter American West Coast IPAs. And it leaves you slightly dry, it lingers a little bit. You just want to go in again. And at 6.9%, I'd say the alcohol is masked really well. You get maybe a slight bit of alcohol warmth as it's going down, but the main kick you get from this beer is that bitter characteristic. Yep, tropical fruit juice. It's got a little bit of like a maybe a lemongrass sort of flavour as well. But yeah, that is a really nice IPA, especially, you know, just one of those go-to IPAs. There's nothing too unique or special about it. It's just very solidly crafted. Is it the best IPA that I've ever tried? No, I've tried a lot more better IPAs than this one. But I can definitely see why this is such a highly regarded beer. It's got, I think, like 100 out of 100 on Rate Beer. I personally wouldn't give it, you know, a perfect score myself, just based on my own palate. But I could definitely drink this again, pick up a 4-pack. It's going to be perfect. Hopefully Beretta will be stocking the Stone stuff, so if I ever want to pick it up again, I can just go over to Beretta and pick it up. And I would definitely drink this one again. For a solid core IPA, it's ticking all the boxes. It's not as I was expecting it to be. I can't really put into words what I was expecting, but I'm really enjoying this one, and it is a gorgeous West Coast IPA. And like I said, I can definitely see why Stone have the reputation specifically for this beer. And yeah, I'd definitely try it again. So in terms of a score for me, it's not a 10 out of 10, but I can easily give this 8.5, 9 out of 10. High quality beer. There's no doubt about that. Beautifully presented in the cans. And it does have a real sense of freshness about it. But yeah, 6.9%, you could do a hell of a lot of damage with this one. very flavourful, very robust, not as punchy as I was expecting, not as maybe fruity or resinous as I was expecting it to be, but still a damn good beer. So 8.5, a 9 out of 10. If you want to find out more about this beer, and of course Stone Brewing Company here in Berlin, then I will put that information down below. Like I said, I think this is the first English language review of this beer, even though, you know, it's just being brewed here in Germany. It's the same beer as the one that's already available from Stone. So I'm not really expecting too many differences if I was to try one from America. But yeah, Stone beer, I can drink it fresh now. You know, how can you fault that? And it's going to be really interesting to see what Stone do in the future, especially here in Berlin. So if you've tried Stone's IPA, then let me know your thoughts and opinions. What's your favourite Stone beer? What beer would you like to see Stone release here in Europe? Because I'm pretty sure they'll end up releasing pretty much their core range anyway. And yeah, what's your favourite West Coast IPA? What's your favourite IPA? What's your favourite American craft beer? Just hit me up in the comments. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't done so already. Subscribe for more beer reviews, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.